Do you remember the Chunk Destroyer from All the Mods 9? If you've never seen it, this is what it could do. Unfortunately, we don't have that in All the Mods 10. But what if I told you that you could become the Chunk Destroyer just by making a pickaxe? This is the most overpowered pickaxe that you can make in All the Mods 10, and it is so satisfying to use. In just a single minute of mining, this is everything that it mines. In this video, I'm going to show you everything that you need to make one and how to set up an easy mining collection system to handle the massive amount of resources that you're going to get while using this pick. If you like these sort of videos, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's jump right in. To start, we're going to start by making the pickaxe. To make it, we'll need to start out by making Primogel goo from the mod Just Dyer's Things. This is a pretty simple recipe and just requires some rotten flesh, sugar, a piece of dirt, and 4 clay. Next, we'll need to upgrade this goo to Blaze Bloom. To do this, you'll need to head to the Nether and grab at least 4 blaze powders and 2 nether warts. For the next step, we need to upgrade the Blaze Bloom goo, and for us to do that, we need to head to the end to get some end stone, 4 ender pearls, and snag up 2 dragon's breath. This should be enough to upgrade the goo to Void Shimmer goo, which is basically the diamond tier for the goos. But we have one more step. So now all we need to do to get that final upgrade is that we need to take a trip to the ancient city. If you haven't found one yet, you can find one pretty easily by using either the explorer's compass or by using the locate structure ritual from ours. Once you've made it to the ancient city, our goal will be to grab 2 skulk shriekers, 4 skulk, and 2 echo shards. If you have any pick with silk touch, you can easily grab all the shriekers and make sure to pick up a bunch of skulk. For the echo shards, you can find them in the chests all around the ancient city. Once you have all of these items, you can upgrade your goo to the final tier, which is called Shadow Pulse goo. This goo can convert netherite blocks into eclipse alloy, which is what we're going to need to make the pickaxe. Now, if you just want to make the pickaxe and you're not planning on making a paxel of it, you'll only need to farm 1 block of netherite. This can easily be done in the mining dimension. Once you have your block of netherite, let's place it beside the Shadow Pulse goo and feed the goo some skulk. Give it some time and it'll convert the block into raw eclipse alloy ore, which you can break and smelt down into eclipse alloy ingots. With just 3 of these, you can make the eclipse alloy pickaxe. Now, by itself, for the pickaxe to work, you'll need some kind of power, and preferably wireless. The more power that you can send to it, the better that the pickaxe works. Since this video is about the pickaxe and not about teaching you how to do power, I'm not going to go too deep into setting up a wireless power system, but this can be easily done by setting up something like a network from the Flux Network mod. For the power source itself, you can make a bunch of wind generators from Mechanism and stick them in the mining dimension, or a basic reactor from Power should actually be able to do the job. So to wirelessly power the pickaxe, you can either use the Flux controller from Flux Networks, or you can set up a player transmitter from Power. Once you have all of your wireless power going, we need to upgrade the pickaxe so that it can mine massive holes. All of these upgrades require ferrocore ingots, which you can get by placing some iron blocks by your Shadow Pulse goo and wait for it to convert. All of these upgrades will be added using a smithing table, and once added to your pick, you can toggle them all on and off by sneak right-clicking with your pickaxe in your hand to open up the menu. So the first upgrade we're going to look for is called the hammer upgrade. Once installed, you can adjust the size you want by opening up that menu and cycling up to 7x7 mining. This is how you see me digging these giant holes. For the next upgrade, and this is a personal favorite, it's called the smelter upgrade. It's really cheap to make, and it only takes about 2 blaze rods and 2 blast furnaces, and of course the upgrade base. This will make it where the pickaxe will auto smelt any ores and items that you mine. And again, you can turn it on and off whenever you need things to not be smelted. For the final upgrade, this is more of an optional upgrade due to it needing some in-game things like time crystals and nether stars, but this upgrade is amazing. It's called the instant break upgrade, and it requires 4 time crystals, 2 nether stars, and 2 netherite pickaxes to craft it. If you have all of those items already, this is a very nice upgrade as it allows you to mine instantly. But if you don't have all of those materials, you can just get by with the efficiency enchant. Speaking of, the last thing that you want for your pickaxe is enchant. Personally, I go for the highest fortune that I can get, whatever I can get my hands on, as well as efficiency in the early game if you don't have the instant break upgrade. You can easily get any enchant you want for your pickaxe by getting the crystalline flower from the Bumble Zone. To get to the Bumble Zone, you need to throw an ender pearl at a beehive, then using the explorer's compass, locate the hanging garden structure. Within this structure, you'll find a giant floating platform with a flower growing on a crystal in the middle. Make sure to grab both the flower and the crystal underneath underneath it, and then bring it back to your base. You'll need to plant the crystalline flower on a glistering honey crystal block that you can make from the crystals that you mine with the flower. Now once you've placed this down, you can right click on the flower to open up the menu, then feed it experience with the little buttons on the left side and some books, and then now you can choose whatever enchant that you want to make. Once your pickaxe is enchanted, we're completely done with the upgrades, but now it's time to set up our mining system before we head out. The first thing that we need to take a look at is how we're going to keep ourselves fed when using Ultimine, because that's how we mine these long tunnels. There are many ways to do this, but personally the easiest way that I've found is to have a backpack equipped with a feeding upgrade installed and a steady supply of food. If you have the infinite ham relic, you can use that too, but if not, my personal favorite food to make is fruit punch. It's just a juicer with 3 apples. It's pretty simple. It's very easy to make, and it gives a lot of hunger points, and it makes it very easy to stay full. For the final step, we need to set up a collection system for everything that you plan on mining up. For this system, I go with making the largest backpack that I can, which is usually a diamond backpack at the time. And this backpack will need to have these exact upgrades. First, we need the advanced magnet upgrade so that it sucks up all of the items that you mine. The second most important upgrade is the stack upgrade, which this increases how many items can go into each slot. For the third upgrade, we need the advanced void upgrade. This is pretty much for getting rid of anything that you don't really need that the backpack picks up, like the different stones, maybe netherrack, stuff like that. And for the final upgrade, it's kind of optional, but I personally like to use this. It's the advanced deposit upgrade. This makes it where you can easily just sneak right click with a backpack in your hand into your storage to automatically offload everything in the backpack. I love using this with a storage controller from Functional Storage that's attached to a bunch of different drawers, or if you just have chests, that works too. So now that you have everything ready to go, it's time to go mining. The trick to mining these long tunnels is to set Ultimine to small tunnel by holding the tilde key and then scrolling your mouse wheel down to small tunnel. Combine that with the 7x7 hammer mode, and your pickaxe will easily tear through everything that it touches. Are you interested in hosting your own allthemods 10 server? You can get 20% off your first month with Acclas by using the code AlfredGG. All of the servers I've ever run with them have worked perfectly, no matter the mod pack that we had installed. If you're interested in running your own server, make sure to check the link below in the description. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more tips and tricks in all the mods. Until the next video, bye!